Assalamu alaikum to all of my students. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to take another concept, marginal propensity to consume. As in previous lecture I discussed average propensity to consume. With on an yes, as on average, on an average, how much income is spent by the general population or individual on goods and service in a particular period. Now, marginal concept. Marginal as proposed consume refers to marginal proposed consume refers to ratio of change in consumption to change in income. Then is ratio minus percentage change in consumption to change in income. Formula to calculate marginal propensity to consume, that is change in consumption divided by change in level of income. As in average concept, here there is consumption divided by level of income, but here is change in delta means stands for change in consumption divided by change in income. I will give you example in order to understand this concept. For example, if income of the consumer increase from 100 crore to 1200 crore, and consumption increase from 800 crore to 900 crore. We have to calculate marginal propensity to consume. Yes, simply when we make analysis of this statement, if income of consumption increased from 100 crore to 1200 crore, means income has increased from, I will write, and increase in income and increase in income is 200 crore. Means 100 crore minus 200 crore, 1200 crore, there is 200 crore. Similarly, this increase in income of 200 crore leads to increase in consumption. 8 to 900 means 100 crore. 100 crore. This we call change from 100 to 1200 crore, means there is 200 crore gap difference. Here is difference 800 crore to 900 is 100 difference. That we call change. That stands for delta. And how much change leads to change? How much change in income leads to change in consumption? It means 200 crore change, 100 to 1200. 200 crore change in income leads to 100 crore. 800 to 900, 100 crore change in consumption. I will calculate this. Means it will be marginal propensity to consume will be equal to change in consumption divided by change in level of income. That will be equal to, change in consumption is 100 divided by 200. that will be equal to, yes, 0.5. 0.5 is a marginal proposition conjugate, means marginal proposition conjugate equal to 0.5. That's called marginal proposition conjugate. Now, I will show you with the help of graphical representation how change takes place. Like here I will write consumption, income हम लिख सकते हैं, income, here I will write income, here I will write, yes, change in, yes, चलो यहाँ पे लिखेंगे, change in income, consumption, change in consumption. Here I will write marginal proportionate to consume, that is equal to change in consumption divided by change in level of income. Now, here will be 100, here will be 200, 300. Yes. Here will be 80, 120, 300, 150, 150. Now we have to calculate, yes, we have to calculate change in income. Here will be, here is no variable, means here will remain empty. Now 100 and 200, the difference between two is, yes, that is equal to 100. Here will be 100. Difference 200 plus 100, that is 300. Similarly, change in consumption, here will be now 80, 20, here will be 40, 120, 50, here will be 30. Now we have to calculate marginal proportion to consumption. As it is change in consumption, you have to change in consumption. Here it is, here will be remain empty. Here is change in consumption. Change in consumption is 40 divided by 100. 40 divided by 100. That will be equal to. Similarly, 30 divided by 100. 30 divided by 100. That will be equal to. Yes. Here will be 0.4. Here will be 0.3. Then we calculate it. Means for understanding, for change the difference between 100 and 200 is variables. 100, 200 to 300, this we call change. Here 80 to 120, that is 40, 120, 150, that is 30. Here is no variable from which we can make the difference. That is why I kept here empty. Now, as per this, I will draw the diagram. This is x, this is y, this is 0. Here I will write consumption. Here is income. Now, up to consumption is yes, it is up to 150. I will draw. Here is 50. Here is 100. Here will be. Hello. For simplicity. Here I will write 80. Here I will write 120. Similarly, in income level, here is up to 300. I write here 100. I write 200. Here 300. Now, as per this, I will join the variables. Yes, Consumption is 80. Yes, this is 100. It should be like this. Similarly, it's 120. This is 200. It's 200. Now I will draw the consumption curve. This is consumption curve. Now this is the, if we make this a change in income, change in y, 100 to 200 means 100. Similarly, this above, this is change in consumption, change in consumption, change in consumption, as 80 to 120, that is 40, that is consumption. This is change in income, this is change in consumption. Now, yes, as per schedule, you have to draw the diagram. When you draw as per schedule, then it is easy to understand. As here is 100, 200, 300, here will be 100, 200, 300. Similarly, here is consumption 50. Here large is 150. You can draw up to 150. Then you have to, as per data, you have to join. As here is 80, here is 100, here is 120, here is 200. 80, 100, 120, 200. Why this is positive slope as income increases? As income increases 100 to 200, consumption also increases 80, 120. Why it starts from here? In previous lecture I discussed it. Why it starts from here? I tell you, it is due to as consumption at zero level of income, consumers settle consumer goods and service. I already tell this example. Yes, just like beggar. By begging, he consumes goods and service. Even his yes income, even his income is zero. This was the concept of marginal propensity consume. I think it is enough for today. In coming lecture, I will discuss yes another concept. Till that time, hope for the best. Take care. Thanks. Have a nice day.